Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Last Rites. Welcome. I'm not this fat. It's an Udi. Don't. Please give us a subscribe if you would. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. Alex Batty. We'll talk about that later. Teen from Oldham near Manchester, right near here, missing for 6 years. Found in France. 17-year-old British boy who's been missing for 6 years has been found in France. This is a strange one. Alex Batty is at a young person centre in Toulouse, France, and could be back in the UK within hours, just 30 minutes from here at the airport, I assume. Alex used a motorist phone to message his grandmother in the UK saying, I love you, I want to come home. He's been missing since 2017, but it's a little bit more complicated than that. It was spotted by a motorist in Toulouse, borrowed his phone, remembered his Facebook password from 6 years ago at 11. I'm surprised they didn't two-factor authenticate him to death and he's still be in the Pyrenees. So apparently the grandmother has legal guardianship and the mother and grandfather took him off on holiday to Spain. But then they heard, they're going to some hippie commune in Morocco. But now they've been found in France and the kid was walking for 4 days. I guess no food, what, I don't know, to escape. Because apparently the Pyrenees is full of nutters or cults. So God knows what was going on there. You know what? Cults normally start with some sort of organic farming ordeal, and before long, the leader normally gets to, with every woman that's in the cult, sometimes the younger women as well, and the men willingly give the cult leader this stuff. Who knows what this one was about? Some sort of commune, hippie stuff. And apparently it seems that he didn't like that kind of lifestyle. No news on where the mum and grandma is and grandfather. Sorry, I assume he didn't like being in a weird mental cult in the Pyrenees, so he'd rather walk 4 days through France. And they can get a bit miserable over there. I know, so it's a little bit. He probably said bonjour, and they're like, oh, English. But glad he's safe though, and I guess I'll still have to do some DNA tests to make sure it's not like the imposter where some crazy family just goes, yes, this is my missing son. Looks nothing like him, but he can live with us for a couple of years and we'll see. Or like, do you remember the Russian guy? And they're not sure if she's a dwarf or 19 or 14 or a kid and she was going to kill the parents. And then they just abandoned her. But they said, look, she's 38. She's 38. She's just really small. And she said, I'm not. I don't even know what's happening with that. We should look into that case. But hopefully it is this lad. And if he does want to come home, let's hope. It must have been a lot of stress, right, for the grandmother. I don't know how old she is. He's told Mr. Asadini, the guy who found him, his plan was to find a big city with an embassy and find assistance. Obviously, maybe he's waited till he was old enough to get away. God knows what was going on in there. You know what they get like. Forget about the Kool-Aid stuff and the UFO cults at the top of the mountain. You know what these communes get like. Must have been weird for the kid. I hope you receive this message and want to come home. He had been living in the remote Pyrenean valleys, traveling from place to place in a kind of itinerant commune. So I guess they've got quite sparse details at the moment. Believed Alex's mother, Melanie Batty, and grandfather David Batty had taken him to live with a spiritual community in Morocco. Yeah, that's it. But they've turned up in France. It is Batty, to be fair. Yeah, we've all seen the Batty boy jokes today, haven't we? All over the place. But it's probably been done too much now. Great Manchester Police confirm it is such with the French authorities. This is a complex and long-run investigation, and we need to make further inquiries as well as putting appropriate safeguarding measures in place. Yeah, wild times. So I guess they'll get Interpol to go into the mountains and get the mum and grandfather and find out what's going on in this weird hippie cult. What do you think? What do you think they were up to? Do you think it was just organic farming, or do you think some weird shit was going on over there? Do you think they're all in owl masks and, fucking each other in the Pyrenees? Do you think that's what's going on? Imagine waking up to that and your mum's in a mask and, a famous politician flies into. I got a soft spot for cults in a way. That Bag one in Oregon where they took over the town. The real cult is still going, and it's in India. I can't remember what it's called. We'll talk about it. A journalist went out there to say it's all free love. And yeah, I don't know. I keep coming back to organic farming, but isn't it? Sort of grow your own vegetables and everyone's shagging. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm glad Alex is safe, and I hope he comes home. He'll be in this very city. Oldham's just this way. He's just a few miles out of Manchester, so I hope he gets home safe and everything's all good. But anyway, you guys have a great weekend and all that. Give us a subscribe. Though I know I look massive in this thing, and I was a bit embarrassed about it. It was a gift, but I tell you what, it's warm, and being warm is better than being cold. If I was stuck in the Pyrenees in some sort of hippie cult, I'd like it would probably be tie dye though, wouldn't it? It'd be sort of tie dye, and I would be waiting for UFOs to land to take us all away, and if not, they'd make us all jump, wouldn't they, like lemmings? Subscribe, please. Have a great weekend. I almost said I love you, but I think I just mean appreciate you. God, I need a drink. See you in a bit.